everybody. Welcome back to Highland, a Beavis and Butthead review podcast this week. So we're here to talk about a new episode. The shorts, work from home and bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
We'll start with work from home. This one, they get the idea that they're lifting weights. It starts out, it feels like you're joining an episode that already started.
Yeah.
Where they've decided that they have to get swole to score, and then they just kind of get sidetracked.
I feel like maybe he had this idea of them because they're lifting weights and then dropping them and then lifting them again, and they think that's what lifting weights is.
Yeah.
And I think maybe whoever was writing this, or Mike Judge or whoever, thought that was a really funny idea and maybe tried to turn that into an episode, but there wasn't like enough there.
Yeah, it feels like
it kind of feels like an old Simpsons episode.
I was gonna say the same thing, where it's like they start out with one completely different thing and it leads into something else in some weird way.
Yeah, it kind of stays like that thread stays throughout the episode, sort of. I mean, it comes back later.
Yeah, them lifting weights does. Yeah. They're still doing it later, which is different because the Simpsons, they hardly ever came back to the original plot thing that started. They kicked everything off.
Yeah.
So it starts with them lifting weights, which does drive the the plot, because then that brings the neighbor up to knock on their door. Like, can you knock it off? What's all that noise? And of course, they're not very sympathetic to his cause. No. But he does explain to them that he works from home. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh my God, that rules." Which I don't know why they already get to be at home and they don't have to work. So I don't know why they think that would be so much better, but that gives them the idea to go back to Burger World, which is insane. It's crazy because we just saw them in the modern day. Like, we've seen the young Beavis and Butthead at work at Burger World in the modern episodes. Yeah. In 2025. And I'm waiting for the episode where old Beavis and Butthead go to a place and young Beavis and Butthead are already there. Yeah. That's the episode. That's the crossover I want.
That would be cool, but I think that these are separate universes.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same amount of time has passed. Like people have aged the same amount in both timelines, but they're young in this one and they're old in that one. But the people around them, like everyone in the high school, is different. Like, Stuart's not there.
Yeah, I mean, they're still, because they're such dumb guys, it doesn't matter that they're out of time.
They don't really notice.
No one, they just fall right into it.
I'm willing to bet that if you asked them what year it was, they would start with 1990, and maybe they'd remember that someone had said that it's like 30 years later than that.
We're like in the future now or something.
Yeah.
But the time you could also just say time has adjusted around them, because we also find out in this one that is it in this one that Beavis's mom? No, I'm sorry, that's the next.
No, that's Bean Babe.
Yeah, that's later. Sorry. Yeah, they go back to Burger World and they're still in the system, so they get their jobs back right away.
Should have tried that one a while ago.
The one nice touch is they still have their uniforms from when they were teenagers.
And Beavis still fits in his, but Butthead's like not fitting. Like, his guts all hanging out the bottom.
It's not fitting at all. And Yeah, so they have their suitcases with them, which just has beer in it. And then the fact that this is the weird thing about this episode too is like this is very much a teenage Beavis and Butthead episode.
Yeah.
With the old version doing the things.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be just the same story with young Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, where they're like, we could live at work.
Yeah.
And they just go live in Burger World.
And we've been talking about like this has been the season of like renewing things into middle-aged Beavis and Butthead. Like we saw middle-aged Todd. We got a new take on middle-aged Stuart. And now we see middle-aged Burger World.
Yeah, it's also kind of the added layer, like, because you could have the episode where they're young and they decide that they want to go live in Burger World.
Yeah,
and that would be funny, but this is one of those things that having middle-aged Beavis and Butthead is added to
their Burger World has a different manager than the other universe's Burger World.
Yeah, this is a different manager than the other.
This is
the
first thin Burger World manager that they've ever had that isn't just like angry and hates his life.
Yeah, I think it's also because we just reviewed the Burger World for the the first Burger World episode on the rewatch days, part of this podcast. So it's just for just watching it, I was like, man, it's been like 30 something years, and here they're back at Burger World in the same uniforms, and it's just so funny. But it's the perfect solution. They feel like they're getting their lives together. And then the manager actually leaves. Somehow doesn't notice the line of people that are very frustrated.
A Burger World episode almost has to start with the manager leaving.
Yeah.
Or else whatever they're doing isn't going to work.
Yeah, that's true. This would have been an interesting way to because the first Burger World one, they leave and they have the card thing where you get all the reappearance of everyone from the last several episodes where they've caused the car accident.
Oh yeah.
Car accident and everything. But yeah, the manager leaves and they close. I guess there's no one around, so they decide that now they're gonna take a lot. They're gonna go out to eat because they've had a long day.
Yeah. Well, let's back up. I don't think we've talked about like. So he leaves, and they just sit in the back and start drinking beers. Well, customers are just like lining up in front of the counter. They're just sitting in the back because they live here now.
Yeah, like this is just exactly what they do at home.
Probably my favorite joke in the whole. Well, this part of the story, we'll get into that later. But, Butthead is smoking a cigarette and he ashes into the deep fryer, and it starts a grease fire behind them as they're just sitting there drinking beers. They're just the worst. And then and somebody pulls in through the drive-thru. And they try to order food, but Beavis asks them to go buy him beer.
Oh, yeah.
And he thinks that she's coming back, but, like, she just left.
Yeah, he's like, this chick's going to get some beers for us. And he tells her what they want, what they need and everything. And she drives away.
And then they start doing their picking up and dropping the weights thing that they started the episode with. While there's just this line of customers listening to these thuds.
Yeah, all they hear are the weights falling. It's so funny that that comes back, but it doesn't really like it. They're just doing it again, and then Yeah.
And then the manager comes back and is like, hey, you guys mind picking up some more shifts tomorrow? These other guys aren't showing up. And they're like, yeah, we live here. And he's like, I love that attitude. Yeah. You guys are going to go far in this company. So can you count down the register and, close the restaurant? I got to get out of here.
Yeah, these managers are passing the buck. Yeah, so the manager's gone, so the place is theirs for the night, and they decide it's been such a tough day that they're gonna go out for dinner.
Yeah,
instead of just eating where they're at.
So they steal money out of the register,
of course, and they go to the taco joint across the street, which this is I think the same taco joint that they went to in the Van Driesen episode where the young Beavis and Butthead brought him tacos back.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that
might have been more of a sit-down joint.
Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe Texas is lousy with taco joints.
It's true. I think this was more of a fast food place, and that was more of like a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, this is maybe like a Del Taco or something.
Yeah.
Type of
but
thing.
They tell the guy behind the register that they left the door open.
Where they're like, we're your
and the
new
register
neighbors.
Unlocked. Yeah, they're like, we live in the burger world. And so they go and sit down in the taco place and start eating tacos. And in the background, like, him and his friends come and trash the burger world and empty the register.
Yeah, they're sitting there eating, and it all plays out in the background. I love the way they do the animation for that.
Yeah,
they're just sitting there eating their tacos, and they even look across the street at one point, and they're like, "Hey, that guy's over at Burger World." And they're just kind of like, oh, yeah, they're helping clean up or something. Yeah. And they keep eating, and, you see them in the background just completely trash the place and take all the money. So they then they end up they go home to Burger World and find the cash registers empty and stuff. And it's kind of like the Todd thing, where they're like, those guys were so cool.
Yeah.
They
thought
really,
that girl came back with the beer and people partied with her and then left.
Yeah, they really know how to party.
Yeah.
This town really knows how to party.
I think it's super cool.
The town that I'm still convinced has had a nuclear accident, and they're all part of some experiment.
And, I mean, it's Beavis and Butthead, so this doesn't get them fired.
Right. Yeah, they're like, the money's all gone. He's like, don't worry, we'll make it all back tomorrow.
If they want to write another episode where middle-aged Beavis and Butthead work at Burger World, then they do.
Yeah. Yeah, they've effectively, they've put them back in the same job. Yeah. This is their origin story this whole time.
Yeah, so, with this kind of throwback season, it's cool to see another throwback thing getting thrown on the pile. And then what was it?
They say goodnight and they turn the lights out, and that's the end of the story for the episode. The music video, Paint the Town Red with by Doja Cat. Do you know this video at all? Have you seen?
No,
Doja Cat? Do you know?
I kind of liked the music that I heard in the background.
Yeah,
although that is certainly not the focus of this. But I'm not familiar with Doja Cat. I don't really know her work, but she is a good-looking woman, and she seems like this sounded good. I might look into her a bit. This seemed pretty cool.
Yeah. The only thing way it really relates is that it kicks off the what they start riffing on in this one is in the video she's standing on the head of like this weird dragon looking kind of thing. It's like a giant Dr. Seussian looking kind of animal thing.
Yeah, it's a video with like a lot of striking visuals. There's like different creatures. There's this big animal, and there's like death later, and different like very kind of stark.
There's like a Grim Reaper
images, kind of color, like solid color blocks, sort of, just very. Yeah, it's a cool looking video. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, they think it looks Dr. Seussian, so they go on a riff about Dr. Seuss and how stupid Dr. Seuss sucks.
Yeah,
and why he's.
I found a sleuth brush on my toothbrush, and then you just draw a picture of a little creature.
Yeah, you just make up words that rhyme with things, and that's all he does.
Yeah.
And I hate when like Family Guy will do this to things a lot too. Like when the way they break something down makes it look stupid to you forever.
And I love Dr. Seuss, but it literally is rhyming. Like you can rhyme anything. The other word is
yeah, if you're just
whatever.
Up. Yeah. The Lorax and the Snorax.
Yeah.
Or in this case, the Lumass.
Lumass the dumbass.
Lumass, who was quite a dumbass. Yeah, so they go on that riff tangent during this video, and then at the end of the episode, when you think they're doing a different thing, it's actually a callback to this. They actually animate this children's book for a few minutes of some of the best Beavis and Butthead stuff ever.
Yeah, it is a very funny segment. So I mean, we did this with the last episode. This is kind of the same. We'll throw this in with this episode. I think that's only fair. Which might actually bump up my rating by a lot. Because this is one of the funniest segments.
This is part of this episode. It's like
yeah, it's fair. If we did it with the Mexico thing last week, so
and because it's still the old version, it's got to go with this one and not the one after it.
But yeah, it's just, and it's this whole book, and it's all about like, there were chicks.
A chick named Juthead, who was all she wanted to do was score with Butthead.
Yeah,
and Lumass and the dumbass, and
there was another girl named Schlevis Slux.
Yeah,
and all she could say was Beavis sucks.
Yeah, that was the like the button on the end of it, and of course Beavis objected to that. But and then they add the other layer where they pull back and they're in the library reading it, and they get kicked out of the library. But
and some of the drawings when it goes to and she only said, and it like says ... and you flip to the next page and it says Beavis sucks, but it's like this whole like Whoville like celebration going on in the background. Like they did a really good job with this.
I don't know why you would if you're watching this and you haven't seen this episode.
Yeah,
at least watch this part. If you're like into watching shows, but
I hope people are watching the episodes before they watch this, because
if you're
it's got to be a lot more entertaining that way.
Not interested in watching it, but you like just listening to stoned people try to explain it like a couple of idiots. This is the podcast for you.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that. It's a whole Dr. Seuss book, but then yeah, they're in the library. They're sitting on undersized chairs, like 'cause they're in the
kids'
children's
chairs.
section, and there is a librarian yelling at them to leave, and then Butthead basically asks her if he can use the computer to look up porn,
Yeah.
and she yells even louder for him to leave.
Which is like, it's kind of wild because you would think this book has clearly been published. Like, they've gone through all the steps of they've actually made this book.
Yeah.
And now they're just hanging out.
I
in the
hope they
library.
publish it. I would buy a copy of this book.
Oh my God, yeah.
Comedy Central, you've already got to be into publishing. There's like 4 Daily Show books. So throw that one out there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be...
It's already written.
I would definitely buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only, like, what was it, like 8 pages in the thing? Yeah.
Still, I'd pay $15.99 for it, not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially with the art is crazy too, because it's like it's Dr. Seuss versions of Beavis and Butthead. But very good. What do you want to rate this one?
Initially, I didn't know that we were throwing in Storytime with Dr. Beavis and Dr. Butthead. I kind of did that to you last time, and I was going to give this 4 stars, but including Storytime with Dr. Beavis, I gotta give it 5.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think a 5 on this one. Because I also this Burger World one I love because they're just it's kind of a classic plot, but like you add the layer of them being middle-aged to it. I would like to see more. And
I like this version of the manager. It's just there's no pretense to it. It's all right, you guys take care of that. See you later.
Yeah, take care of that, because he has more of a reason to think that, these guys have a long work history at the place.
Yeah.
You know, they should be they're middle-aged.
All right, I'm going to get going. Like,
yeah, I'm going to get out of here.
He's not there. And that's the plot device that Beavis and Butthead requires for like a good Burger World episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I just the added layer of them being the middle-aged, them working at Burger World is sad and
still, that cigarette with the grease fire
at the same time.
So good.
Yeah, and bringing in the same uniforms that they would have worn.
Yeah,
it's such a weird. It's almost like a statement on how everything is now, where it's like this middle-aged men trying on the clothes of their youth.
And there is a part where they say like, where they're upset or they don't like that their apartment has gotten so messy. They're like, they didn't say it would get like this when we rented the apartment.
Yeah, like
they didn't understand what a mess is and how it gets
which
there.
means like poor Beavis's mom. Just how long was she the one cleaning up after them?
Well, when we get to this next one, we'll have a lot. There's a little uncovering of Beavis and Butthead's actual life here. I guess that's a good point to just move on then.
Yeah, we'll jump into Bed and Breakfast is the title on this one, and this one, man, I'm torn on this one. They're mistaken. They're outside. Mm-hmm. They're standing out kind of in the yard, and a woman comes up.
They're eating nachos.
They're eating nachos outside.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Hey, this is my Airbnb. This is my bed and breakfast. I paid for it on the app and whatever." It's obviously the wrong place, but
somewhere around there. But they
They're probably looking for Tom Anderson's house while he's
that wouldn't surprise me at
on
all.
vacation.
I mean, he doesn't seem like he'd be a terribly tech savvy guy, but maybe he'd figure that out though.
Yeah. But yeah, they don't really know what this is, but they're gonna let her come in anyways because they go, we're B&B, we're Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
she wants to sleep over with us. She wants to score with us because of course that's what they think. So they bring her inside and the place is filthy. She's unhappy with it, and she tells them, well, I at least want some clean sheets and towels.
Yeah.
And they take that to mean that's what she needs from them to score.
Yeah, and the place is a mess. Like, as she's walking around, you see a little bit more of the house than you normally would. And it is more of a mess than you would think.
Yeah, they do it up more than usual. There's like pizza boxes and food all over the floor, and it's pretty gross.
I forget what exactly I think she asks. Oh yeah, she asks if their parents are there, and Beavis says no. My mom went out for smokes. That usually means she'll be back in 3 days.
Yeah, she'll be back in about 3 days. And so that's mentioned, and then there's a conversation during the music video that we'll bring up later that is also about his mom again. So they excuse me. So they decide she wants clean sheets and towels to bang them on, basically. And so they bring them down to the laundromat, which they don't understand at all. They put it in one machine, and they're waiting, and then a different machine buzzes, and they think the other... Yeah. They
don't do anything. They just put the sheets and towels in the machine. They don't put in any money. They don't hit start.
They don't even close it.
No. And then a different machine beeps.
And they take the clothes out of that one. They're all wet.
Yeah, it's a washer, not a dryer.
They bring it back, and now there's a guy that's there with the girl, and his name's Paul, and he kind of is onto them, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's he ushers them out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like there's a little back and forth where he's like, Butthead's like, I think he's trying to score with our chick.
Yeah.
And they
well, they're not subtle about it either.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you got to get out of here so we can do stuff. And then he kicks them out of their house and locks the door.
Yeah, they lock them out of their own house.
Yeah.
They pull the shades down and stuff. And then this is actually the funniest part of the episode for me is there's a hole in the shades. Yeah. And so they he hoists him up there so he can
This guy wasted no time.
Yeah, it was immediately on top of the dirty pizza box couch and everything. But yeah, Beavis is looking through, and Butthead's like, "Can you see his schlock?" And he's like, "No." Oh wait, yes. Oh wait, no. Yes, no. Yeah. It was such a good gag.
Yeah.
Such a great way to get away with describing that. And like a clean, almost wholesome joke.
Yes,
in a way.
Brilliant.
But yeah, that is kind of the plot of the episode and everything. I always have a hard time with the ones where it's like the implication. You know what I mean? Like they in the Always Sunny in Philadelphia way of like the boat thing and where it's like it's almost like the sexual danger trope. Yeah. Where like they did this a couple ago with the funeral one where Beavis thought he was dead and he was like dead chicks can't say no basically.
Yeah.
And so they went to the cemetery to score. And you know they're not going to do what you think they're going to do because it's not that show.
But putting women in these uncomfortable situations is a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, and of course it's fictional and everything else, but yeah, it's always a little bit I get a little tight, but then the payoff is usually very funny because you're so relieved that it's not that.
Yeah.
But I do kind of bristle a little bit on the episodes where that sort of rely on that menace. I wouldn't even say danger. It's like a menace. Like
there's a lot I like around that though. I like them hearing the phrase B&B and just thinking that somehow refers to them. And this woman drove from Arizona. Well, I mean that's Arizona to Texas isn't like crazy, but it's quite a bit.
It's a trek. It's a good drive from one place in Texas to another place.
That's true.
That's still in Texas true. Even. So.
And we don't know where Highland is because it's not real.
Yeah, it's just sort of a Texas place.
I think there's a Highland, New Mexico, which was kind of a basis.
I feel like the guys from Bowling for Soup.
I think it wasn't
Highland.
Actually established as Texas until
King of the
Beavis
Hill.
and Butthead Do America.
Because isn't King of the Hill Highland also?
No, it's
Arlington.
Arlen, Texas. Yeah,
Arlen is also made up, right?
Yeah. So I don't know where either. Yeah, I don't know if they've ever shown a map that shows like where these two places on either show would be.
Maybe we'll get some hint in down Mexico way as far as how far away from Mexico they actually are in Texas. That may help narrow it down some. But yeah, the implication ones are always a little bit tough, but yeah, it's still very funny because it's you know they're not those characters, like they're just too stupid. They're not that actually that aggressive.
Them walking out of the laundromat with the wet laundry, like that's kind of classic.
Yeah, that's
Beavis
funny.
But had them just not knowing.
Yeah. Let's see. The music video in this one.
It was Hozier.
I don't know this musician, or if it's a band or.
I think he was the guy that did the. That's man. He had a hit like a while ago. It was like, Amen. Amen.
Man. This one is titled.
Oh wait, Take Me to Church. I think that he was that guy. I don't know. Take Me to Church. It was like a metaphor for homosexuality, but like as a I don't know. It was catchy though. It was popular for a while.
I missed it.
Probably about 10 years ago, I think. But hey, he's still making music.
Yeah, this one's called Seat at the Table. Don't remember anything about the song.
Yeah, I kind of recognized his voice in the background, but they were talking.
Yeah, the gag they do on this one is because he in the video he's just staring at they're at a dinner table and he's just staring at people like with this creepy look, and I just thought it was funny. there's a point in this where they bring up Beavis's mom again, and he's like, it was an intervention. What was says something about the last time we were at dinner, we had dinner like that, your mom thought it was Thanksgiving, but it was really an intervention.
Oh yeah.
And it was in August. Which means his mom thought Thanksgiving was in August.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he goes, but it was an intervention.
Yeah.
And Beavis is like, oh yeah, that was one of the better ones. There was a fight at that one.
Yeah, I don't think that they've ever explicitly talked about Beavis's mom's drug use before.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. It fits the pattern.
Yeah, to be fair, it could be alcoholism.
That's true too.
But they did say earlier that she goes out for smokes for 3 days at a time.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So it could be a bender or either one. If Beavis is your kid, you maybe you drink. He does. I mean, they both look like
maybe just a little mess.
Like fetal alcohol syndrome.
They do. I saw a YouTube video where that was like listed as a fan theory, and that makes sense. They kind of look like they have fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah.
The rest of everything they are.
When you think of them that way, even adult Beavis and Butthead are a lot more sad.
Yeah.
Tragic characters.
Yeah, it's sad watching. Although, in some ways, you don't feel as bad for them in certain situations. Like, you don't feel bad when middle-aged Todd fucks with middle-aged Beavis and Butthead the way you kind of do when, 20-year-old Todd messes with, 15-year-old Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, by the time they're older, it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Get with the program.
Yeah. I do think, and then there was something else, but there was something Butthead said that kind of I thought was interesting. Was he goes, when I grow up, I'm gonna open a restaurant. But it was just the idea of Butthead using the phrase "when I grow up." I don't know why. I was like, oh wow, because we just saw what they do when they grow up. We've seen growing up Beavis and Butthead, and
you're not gonna be much, man.
It makes me think about the alternate universes where there's different versions of them growing up.
Yeah,
I would like to see some of those at some point.
Yeah, because remember in the movie, the second movie, it ends with that Kang scene from that they don't even know what to do with in the Marvel universe, but it's all Beavis and Buttheads basically.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's a full. It's basically that Kang scene. There's a full arena of Beavis and Buttheads that are weird, alien looking Beavis and Buttheads and crap. Yeah.
I would love to see them explore some of those, man.
I just recently rewatched it.
Which one is that?
Do the Universe.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the last scene where they're congratulating Smart Beavis for being the first Beavis to ever score.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is it a post-credits thing?
Yeah, maybe. It's either right before the credits or it's a post-credit or mid-credit.
That's why I missed it.
I watched it the other day and then I think I was homesick from work and just didn't have energy to do anything, and Paramount Plus just started then playing Do America, and I just double featured.
Gotcha.
And also at the end of the video, they're like, I'm Hozier and I'm staring at you, and that was pretty funny too.
Yeah, where they mock him. They're like, "Will you be Hozier's friend?"
Yeah.
He's a simpleton. So what do you got for a rating on this one?
It's a little uneven, but I'll give it 3. There's some charm here. There's some not charm too, but yeah, overall I liked it.
I'm gonna go 3 as well. I'm not really docketing anything for the implication thing. It's just something I noticed. It's not a big don't worry, I'm not going woke. I've been there forever. No, it's just not that kind of thing. It just, I don't know. But I didn't take anything away from it for that.
Yeah, it's
the window gag was worth the whole episode.
Yeah.
Like the setup, it just felt like a long setup for that joke.
Yeah.
So, the 3 for me, and
it's a decent misunderstanding episode, but
yeah,
it's one of those kind of tropey things where I think there's better versions of similar stories, but there were charms to this that I liked.
Yeah, I think it's once in a while Mike Judge will set up a premise that feels like in anybody else's hand, in like South Park's hands or something like that, you're gonna get some really graphic, like crazy stuff, and it just doesn't. I always, and I don't mind it in those shows. I like that kind of thing, but for Beavis and Butthead, I'm always like, oh no, don't do it. Like, back off a little bit. Like, I just feel like there's like a level of raunch that I don't want to see them go, just because of, I don't know. It's not that show.
Yeah, no.
I think that's all it is. It's just not that their style, and I always worry when I feel like they're gonna do something that's not Beavis and Butthead. So
like the yes no joke is
very good,
and maybe one of the raunchier jokes that's really been on the show. I mean,
but
they talk about sex a lot, but I don't think they really even have a full understanding of how the mechanics even work.
But I think it's such a silly and smart and it doesn't. It's like a sex joke, but it doesn't feel dirty.
No, it doesn't.
Like, I think that's what I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that. But I guess I'm saying, like, as much as they talk about sex, it's never explicit. You know? And this was kind of the most, in a way, but in kind of a wholesome way, it's maybe the most explicit description of a sex act that's ever been on the show. In a way, like in a kind of backdoor way.
It's an episode that's almost a joke that you like.
Yeah, it's almost a punchline.
Your goofy uncle would tell you or something. Like, guy walks into an Airbnb and there's a hole in the thing and he's looking through and he's like, "Can you see it? Yes, no, yes, no." Yeah, I think it's, it could be one of those kind of jokes, like an old street joke almost, but a good one. But yeah, that is it for this one, and we got one more for the new seasons, and then I think we're gonna we'll just be posting on Tuesdays for a while, maybe through the holidays, and then I think we'll figure out maybe some other extra
maybe
videos to do. Maybe we'll do like a Todd video or different character focus or something like that.
There's other like weird content, I don't think we'll get it done before Thanksgiving, but at some point I'd kind of like to talk about that Kurt Loder special. The Kurt Loder Thanksgiving Beavis and Butthead special.
Oh, okay.
It's on YouTube. It's not amazing, but it's I feel like it's something we should cover at some point.
Yeah, we'll see if we can fit
But
it
I mean,
in
it's not like we won't be doing this
some
next
point,
November. So
yeah. Yeah, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah.
Thank you if you're playing along at home, even if you're doing this years from now. When it's
we
all
love
done.
you, future people.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the ones we're counting on the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also thank you. There's a couple of guys that commented. I'm sorry I didn't think to write down any names or anything to shout them out. But yeah, keep letting us know what you think.
Please leave more comments. They're wonderful. We respond. Chris responds with the Idiot Box Cult name. I respond under my own name. I have just a Drew Mulkins account. So if you see those names in the comments, that's actually us. So feel free to, participate.
Yeah, and also if you're enjoying this stuff, we're in other ventures. Sad Boy Social Club. I do a bunch of stuff over on Roast Battle Cleveland.
We've got some hot scripts going on with Sad Boys Social Club. I think we're going to be dropping some pretty fun videos in, I don't know, the next couple months here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have stand-up and stuff like that on this very channel. But that is it for this week.
Thank you, Drive Through.